Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Today you are going to watch the most exciting, most dynamic, most interesting, most important video you will ever see. Yes, if you do not watch this video, well, you will be lost. You will not be able to survive this course. No, I'm just kidding. I'm trying to connect to your emotions, obviously, and that's what we're going to really look at today. So today we're talking about promotional appeals and what these are and how these relate to promotion. So make sure you get out your notes and follow the STORM philosophy of note-taking and sit back and enjoy. So today we're going to look at the promotional process again and really identify where appeals fit into that process. We're then going to identify the promotional message. What do we mean by a promotional message? And last, we'll look at the 4 different appeals of promotion. How do we connect with consumers? How can we connect our message to the consumer? So the promotional process goes through 5 different stages. The first stage is the intent. The second is the message. Then we have media, then reception, then action. Intent. Well, we've looked at this. This is all about goals, the objectives of your promotion. The second step, which is the message, this is where appeals fall into. Again, promotion is a communication tool used by marketers. Right? The communication part of marketing happens through promotion. And this is where we are able to explain to consumers what's so great about our product. And that really falls in this next step, which is message. And in order to really connect with your consumer, you have to reach some of their appeals, some of their motivations. And this is all about an effective message. So when you are creating your message, the first part is to identify your USP, your unique selling proposition. What does your product have that no other product has? By identifying this, you can then start to look at how you're going to connect with your consumer and select an appeal to communicate this proposition, this idea to your target market. Once you've identified your appeal, you then create a message around this big idea. So how are you really going to convince consumers that your product or service is the best? What's the big idea that you're going to use? Are you going to really try and tug at their emotional heartstrings? Are you really going to try to inspire them? Or are you going to try to connect with their stomach and hunger? All of these are appeals, and this is how your message can connect with your consumer. So the 4 different appeals that you can use in your marketing message are biological, emotional, rational, and social. Now, some of these might seem familiar to you. We've looked at these through Maslow's hierarchy of needs, Thorndike's law of effect, and Alderfer's ERG theory. All of these appeals are really just motivations. So how are you going to connect with a consumer's motivation? This is how you connect with their appeals. So the first appeal is the biological appeal. Consumers have a need for health and security. They want to make sure they live a long life. They want to make sure that they're protected. So health foods, home security, pharmaceutical brands, automobiles, all of these connect with health and security. So if you're going to convey a message to your consumer and try and connect with their biological appeal, you will do so in terms of the need for health and security. You need to own this automobile in order to protect your family and get them to their soccer games safely. You need to consume these foods because these foods are going to make you healthy. You want to use these drugs because these drugs are scientifically proven. They will prevent heart disease and all sorts of other diseases. Right? These are the messages that we can use as marketers to connect with their consumers and therefore connect with their biological appeal. However, for some products, if they try to connect with a biological appeal of the consumer, they will probably fail. Imagine an airline company promoting the fact that they are a safe option for consumers. Well, we expect them to be a safe option for consumers. If they are not a safe option, they shouldn't be in business. Imagine toxic household cleaners saying, we are safe and we are healthy. We won't buy into those messages, right? We expect them to be safe and healthy, and therefore they can't really connect with their biological appeals. Connecting with consumers' emotional appeals is all about their feelings. Love, happiness, romance, pride, sadness, protection. All of these are feelings that one has, that consumers have. And so if you want to connect with the consumer on their emotional level, you want to use words like this. You want to show images that convey such emotions. And if you are able to do so, you will connect with their emotional appeal, and maybe they'll buy your product as a result. So your message needs to convey such messages as protect your loved ones, protect your nation, buy her the gift of her dreams, buy this product for your loved one and they will love you forever. Right? These are all messages that connect with your emotional appeal. Rational appeals, or messages that contain rational appeals, connect with consumers' reasoning ability. The idea of a product being convenient, the idea of a product offering cost savings, the idea of guaranteeing your product, or any other logical reason to buy a product. So this is the mental aspect of messages. So imagine a promotional message that says to the consumer, cook dinner for your family in 30 minutes or less. That's convenient. Or how about a message that says, buy this product and you will receive X amount of dollars off. Or that this product is X amount of dollars cheaper than the next best one. Or a product that guarantees, drive this automobile for 5 years and we will guarantee that it will work. Right? Those are rational appeals. And so if you're going to conduct a promotion that connects with the consumer's rational appeal, you want to use those kinds of messages. Lastly, your promotional message can contain a social appeal. And this is really trying to connect with the peer pressure aspect of society. So what are these social pressures influencing consumer behavior? Body shape is one that influences a number of consumers out there. Oftentimes it's female. So when you look in magazines and you see ads with models that are very slim and fit, that's body shape. Or behavior. And so when you see messages that say, you need to behave in such ways, that's social appeal. And social acceptance. Many marketers are trying to include images and messages that will improve social acceptance of many groups. Same-sex marriages, for instance. Right? This is something that's more socially acceptable now. And so we'll see messages that convey this, or images that convey this. And I think that's a great job done by marketers to try and influence social acceptance. So images and messages that try and connect with the social appeal will connect to the social pressures placed on consumers. So this concludes our video and really concludes my message. So what words would you use for each of those types of appeals? If you were to create a message for each of those appeals, what words would you use? Why would you use those? So think about this. Make sure you get your notes in order. Make sure you summarize your notes and you provide your own discussion questions. And we will see you tomorrow.